So we will get started with our warm-up. We're going to sit at the edge of our chair. And I just want you to do some big stretches with finger flicks, kind of up and down. Just to get started. 2, keep going. I'm going to change my screen. I'd like to see all of you. So turn your video on if it's not on. 4, big stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do some out to the left and right. 1, 2. Should feel good about yourself for signing in and logging on to the Zoom class. We're gonna get a whole hour of strength in. This is gonna be great. This is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's really get to the edge of our seat. We're gonna get that weight shift in left and right, and we're going to punch to the side. Now you could grab your weights for this, or this is just the warm-up. We're just gonna use our body weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 punches. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Those of you who box, give me some haymakers. So it's the over the top, kind of warming up those shoulders, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, we will switch directions, so exact opposites. Maybe get your feet a little closer together so you don't run into them when you do your uppercut. Okay, so a little bit of a lean to the side coming up. 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of priming our body for all these strength movements we're gonna do. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I swear it's not a boxing workout, but I have a lot of boxing warm-up going on here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. All right, another boxing move. Get those legs apart again. Let's do a hook across our body, like you're roping someone in towards you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Kind of sit back in your chair a bit. We're going to do a stretch, so reach both arms up with your right hand, grab your left wrist, and reach toward the right side. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. Okay? Good. Just go as far as you need. If you don't like the wrist grab, you can always lean on the chair and kind of just reach over. Got an arm rest a little better there. Okay, and then we're gonna come down. Okay, grab that left hand grabs the right wrist. Reach over to the left. Good, nice side bending stretch. Let's get a little bit of lower body warm up in. We're gonna do some hip circles. So go ahead and do 5. Let's go in towards our knees with our right leg and then 5 out the other direction. So we're just going in, okay? Big hip circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same hip, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Go ahead and go in with that left hip for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going down to the ankle next. So you don't have to have your leg real high in the air. If your hamstrings are tight, you can do it down lower, but I just want to get some ankle pumps in. Up and down. 1, 2, 3. Let's get 20 of them in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just do a couple circles each direction for me at your own pace. Get that ankle ready to work. And then we're going to do the other side. Go ahead and start with those ankle pumps. Out on the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Couple circles. All right, go ahead and grab a quick sip of water and have those dumbbells handy because we're going to start a lot of upper body strengthening because we'll be in seated for these first couple of sections. All right, so strength. Ideally 2 to 3 days a week if you're doing it kind of on your own. I try to mix it up. I don't do it every class. We'll do some flexibility, we'll do some balance, but strength is really important as well too. I have some 3-pound dumbbells. I was saying earlier, probably no more than 5, especially when you're doing a lot of reps to build endurance. You don't want to do heavier weight, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with some of the seated power moves, but we're just gonna add a strength component to it as well, okay? So you can just have your feet apart, dumbbells are resting on your knees. It's still the power posture move, and this is just a demo. I'll come down, but instead of coming out this way, you're gonna come down and push up, okay? So there's our difference. Let's do 10 times. Come on down, push up. And when you push up, make sure you're not extending your back too much. I don't want you way back here and straining your back. That's 2. 3. Good. Kind of have those weights facing each other, like your palms facing each other. 5. Good. 6. If you have a history of shoulder injury, maybe you just push forward. 7. Change it up to what your body needs. 8. Down. If you don't have weights, I was saying earlier, a soup can is about 1 pound. If you want to grab those, or a full water bottle. Let's do one more bonus one. I think that's 11. Good. All right. Take a quick rest. If you didn't like your weight, swap it out. Let's do our weight shift. So we're going to weight shift to the left, punch overhead, weight shift to the right. 2. Yep. 3. And if it feels like it's too much weight to go overhead, you can just go straight up. 5. 6, because it does throw off that weight shift. 7. 8. 9. 10. Feel free to go at my pace, slower or faster. This is your workout class. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Excellent. All right, I'm gonna put one weight down because we're doing our trunk rotation. So I want you to still sit wide. Trunk rotation's out here. You're gonna pass the weight from one hand to the next every time you cross in the middle, okay? So whatever hand you start in, go ahead and pass it to the mid or pass it across and come back to middle. 2. Good. 3, if that weight's feeling heavy, putting a slight bend in your elbow. 4 will help kind of compensate for that. 5, 6, try to keep that good posture. This is where I do want those arms back behind you. 8, chest lifted out in front. 9, 10, we're going a little slower to control that weight. It's going to feel harder though, just holding that weight out longer. 11, 12, 13, try not to let those shoulders hike, don't be up here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. Okay. You're welcome to do one dumbbell for the next one, or we're going to do 2, but we're going to do a Russian twist. So I'll turn my chair to show you guys. I'm going to cross my 2 dumbbells and just hold them. You're putting yourself on like a 45-degree angle if you can tolerate that. Core stays nice and tight. Think about if someone was like gonna punch you in the gut, you wouldn't just be all loosey-goosey, you would want to tighten that region, right? And you're gonna go back and forth. Okay, this is that little core I'm throwing in with these power moves. Core section. All right, so we're gonna go 20 times, however much weight you got. Here we go. 1, 2, back and forth is 1, 3, 4, 5. The more of the angle you're on, the more you're going to feel it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Might have gotten a couple extra in there. Okay, so those are a little core exercise, and then we're gonna go back into our power moves. We're gonna do our transition step, and really this is, if you had ankle weights on, that can make it harder too. But I'm going to have you do a tricep extension. So tricep, you only move that elbow. You're not pushing the whole shoulder back, okay? So we're gonna step, every time we step out, we're gonna do an extension, and then we come back in. So we would step out, extend the arm, come back in. Step out, extend the arm, come back in. Okay, kind of get that sequence down, and we're gonna do 20. 1, don't forget about the height of your step. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do a little forward lean like I'm doing, not too much. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try to get that elbow straight at the very end. 11, 12, 13, good, 14, 15. Oh, I just made it harder. I lifted my leg with my weight on top and then I did it. 16. 17. 18. 19. Good. Last one. Step. Extend. 20. Okay. We got one more before we really work those arms with the dumbbells. This is still my seated power series. We're going to do a high knee march with an overhead press. So you can do this one of two ways, okay? You're going to hold your dumbbells at your shoulders. When you march your left knee up, you could punch your left arm in the air. And when you lift your right knee, punch your right arm. Or if you want to do a harder version, you do both arms every time you do a leg, okay? So you pick which one you want to do. And we're going to start, we're going to do 20 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you haven't already, challenge yourself. 16. I'm going to do my last 5, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome. That's where if we had a really heavy weight, that would be tough to get through that many. All right, what time is it here? And okay, perfect. So take a quick water break if you want. We're going to do a big stretch without the weights for the next section. So you can set your weights right next to you. Okay. So let's do a big stretch. It's kind of like the seated big exercise. If you've ever done that one before, we're doing like a floor to ceiling stretch, okay? So I'm actually gonna start way at the top. You go as far as you can down to the ground. Try to keep that back as straight as you can. Go ahead and let the head hang a little bit. And then come back up. Maybe inhale on the way up. Exhale as you come down. 2. Inhale on the way up. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can just come down to your knees if that feels better. That's 4. Let's do 10. 5. If you get lightheaded, definitely don't keep going to the ground. Just come to your knees. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, go ahead and hold this one for a second or two. Do what feels good. I'm gonna add in a twist for my spine just because we're gonna be moving a lot with these dumbbells. Go ahead and grab your armrest or your chair. Kind of turn and look behind you. Slight twist here. All right, good. And then switch sides. Any cracks in anyone's back here? All right, and then have those dumbbells handy. We're gonna do some rowing next, okay? I'm gonna turn sideways to show you guys. Easy version, you're just gonna sit upright and pull that weight towards your armpit, okay? Alternating sides. Harder version, I want you to sit further back in the chair. And you're going to do like a bent over row where you're doing a 45-degree angle with that trunk, okay? So, I'm going to bend over. When you bend over, I don't want your stomach to be loose. Tighten that core again. Feet should be kind of right under, or ankles right under those knees. And let's get to rowing. We're going to row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really pull that elbow back. 8, 9, and 10. The next 10, let's do 10 both at the same time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going, 9, and 10. Awesome. Okay. Then we're gonna do an upright row, okay? So I think I'm gonna have you guys, well, whatever, let's do weights on the outside of the legs. And we're gonna do like you're zipping up a coat, okay? So your weights don't go higher than your shoulders, but there's like a big zipper, you're taking both hands to zip up your coat, okay? We're just gonna do 10 of those, 2 at the same time. 1, 2, 3, yep, try to keep that good posture. 4, you can also do these in standing if you want to. 5, all these could be in standing to make a harder workout. 7, good. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. The next one's a combo movement. I'm a big fan of combinations. So you're gonna do a bicep curl. You're gonna flip your palms to face each other and then push overhead. Good, and then kind of back into that bicep curl like you just finished it and down. All right, so curl and overhead press 10 times. Go ahead. 1, and done. 2, good. 3, I think they call this one an Arnold press sometimes, maybe after Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. 4, 5, 6. You could definitely be changing your weight throughout this class if you wanted to. Like this one could be better with a heavier weight since we're only doing 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I will say for this next one, you do not want a heavy weight because it will bother your shoulders. So I will just demonstrate first without the weight, but you feel free to use the weight if you want. I think of them like goalpost arms. So we would start out to the side, and you're just coming to straight out in front. You're not coming all the way down. I just want you to come here and back up, down, and up. So you figure out if doing it with the weight is too intense for you. People who've had rotator cuff injuries, probably too much if it's a recent injury. If you haven't done it in therapy, if you've been in therapy for that in the past, don't do it now, okay? All right, so down and up, just modify without the weight. 2, 3, 4, 5. The hard part is keeping the elbows up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. The reason I had you stop here is because the next time we do it, we're going to start with the weight down and only come up to the place we ended at last time, okay? So the movement is up, down. You can also do one arm at a time too, okay? So it's kind of tough, just use what you have. We're starting in that internal rotation and then come up and down. 1, 2, 3. If it's too much, maybe you just do it down here. 4, a little lower. 5, 6, 7. This is really heavy on those external rotators. 8, good. 9, whew, and 10. Okay, Let's put those weights down. Let's get a good stretch where I was feeling it here. Let's get a good stretch across our arm. Whatever arm you start with across your body, kind of hold above your elbow. Just pull it in. Take a second to breathe. We're definitely going to get into more dynamic movements in a little bit, and then standing after, okay? All right, kind of come open and put that other arm across your body. Okay. All right, back to grabbing those dumbbells, okay? So we're going to do a arm circle weight stack, I've named this. So I would put your knees together, and one dumbbell is going to be kind of just at the tip of your knees in the center. And I want you to get a big arm circle, put it on the top of the knee, other arm circle, other top of the knee. So now we're just getting like a swimmer's motion going, okay? You don't have to go all the way back if it's bugging you. Just do what feels best. We'll call that 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually I would stack the weights. 5, but then you gotta unstack them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, I'm gonna turn my chair sideways again. Still using both weights. You're gonna create a chest press position. So lean back in your chair, but don't slouch in your chair. So figure out what angle you need. If you don't have a chair with a back, you can just put a little bit of an angle on yourself. I'm gonna lean into my chair. Elbows are out to the side, chest press, and out. You could definitely do this straight out, okay? Let's do 10 reps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Okay. We're gonna stand in just a little bit. We got a little lower body work to do here. So we're gonna do some kicks. See, it'll sit right at the edge of your chair. When you kick out with your left, you're going to punch with your right with the weight in your hand, or not, whatever you wanna do. So it'd be a left punch, right kick, right punch, okay? We're doing 20 and we're gonna go a little quicker with these. Here we go. I gotta get my coordination going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, core is nice and tight. 6, 7, 8, 9. If you screw up the pattern, I don't care. Just keep moving. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice job. All right. Then we're gonna grab, actually let's put one dumbbell down. Let's put the other one between our knees. Just something, you could even just do your fist, just something to have that squeeze, something for you to cue you. We're gonna do our squeezes. So we're squeezing our legs into that weight and then letting go. All right, so just like a 2-second squeeze. A little more low key after what we just did, but that's okay. Go ahead and squeeze. 2, that's 1. Squeeze, squeeze, 2. Squeeze, 3. Squeeze, 4, just 10 of these. Squeeze, 5. Squeeze, 6, working those inner thigh muscle, those adductors. 7, squeeze, 8, definitely do it with a towel or something softer if you bruise easily. I'm feeling this already. 9, squeeze, and 10. Good. All right, let's actually drop both weights. Let's do our side bending stretch again. Let's separate our knees though. After all that upper body work, which we're gonna continue to do, and standing, we're just gonna get a quick stretch in. That power weight shift is actually a great stretch for that muscle, your quadratus lumborum, that kind of sits between your lower ribs and the top of your hips. That gets tight on a lot of people. All right. Okay, so grab a drink of water. We're gonna do our standing portion. So I just wanna say with the standing portion, I have all these exercises. You don't have to use the dumbbells, or you could use them again, totally up to your difficulty. I do have some strength themed standing ones though. All right. Chair off to the side. You can still do them in seated. Some camera here. All right. Give people to get a second to get a cup of water. This time I think we are going to do the normal power posture without the overhead press. We're just going to keep those weights in our arms. So feet about hip distance apart. And let's add the extra challenge. When you squat down, let's have your arms come out to about shoulder height. And when you come up, you bring those weights behind you, okay? So that's gonna be that first move. We ready? Here we go. 10 times. Down and up. 1. Down. 2. Down. 3. Try to squeeze your glutes as you're coming up to get that hip extension at the top. I think that's 5. Down. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right. I didn't do the overhead press then because I'm going to add in a lunge with an overhead press for this power posture move, lunge variation, okay? So as you lunge with your left foot, that right arm's going to come overhead. You step back. When you lunge with your right foot, the left arm comes overhead, kind of like a counterbalance, okay? So you could do a mini lunge. You don't have to lunge. You could just do the overhead presses, but here we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, widen that lunge if that balance becomes an issue. 6, 7, or don't go as deep. 8, and you want to be sinking, not coming forward when you lunge. Last one. 10. All right, awesome. I'm gonna put both weights in one hand. You could just do one, but I want you to hold the dumbbell from the long side here. You have to tighten your core with this one. You gotta watch your back, okay? So I call it a woodcutter move, all right? So you're going over your right shoulder, and you're kind of chopping over that left knee. But I want your core to stay tight, and that left knee can bend a little bit as you come down. Here we go. 1, 2, like you're swinging that axe over. 3, 4, 5, try to get it up over that shoulder, good. 6, transfer that weight too. It shouldn't be like a very stiff movement. 7, I don't want to see you just doing this. 8, 9, we're working a little obliques. And 10, come back to center. Good. So really pay attention to form. If something hurts, modify or don't do this one, okay? Let's go over that left shoulder and right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember the first time I did this move was when I was in an apartment and I had a really heavy weight, and I swear that momentum, I almost let go of it into my door wall. But I didn't. 8, I think, 9, and 10. Okay. Still having our 2 weights in our hand. Think of chair pose for this next one, okay? So, chair pose, feet, let's have feet almost touching, like maybe 6 inches between your feet. You're leaning over, you're tightening the core. We're kind of doing a standing Russian twist move with this, okay? But we're going to do twist, twist, okay? I'm just challenging you to keep your back straight, so I don't want to see anything like this, okay? I'd like to see you here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of make a goal of like going over each hip. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's set the weights down. We're gonna do a cardio burst here, no weights. I would not recommend jumping jacks with weights. That's why I'm saying put them down, okay? But this is challenging. So we're gonna do our power transition step, which is a side lunge, right? A side lunge. And then we're gonna come to the middle and you either do the modified jumping jack or you do a full jumping jack. We're gonna do 2 of them when we come to the middle. So this one's gonna get our heart rate up. We're gonna come back down after this, but let's really get this moving. So let's lunge over to the right first. Lunge, center, we don't have to go crazy fast. Now you come to the center, 2 jumping jacks. 1, 2, good. Back to the lunge. Lunge, jumping jacks. 1, 2, lunge. This is number 3. 3, 3, good. Lunge, lunge. Think we can get 10 in? 1 rep feels like a lot, that's only 4. Remember to modify that jumping jack, I'll show you that again. This is 5. Okay, lunge, lunge. 6. Lunge, lunge. Maybe you just do the arms. 7, whatever you want to do. Lunge, jumping jack. That's 8. Lunge, lunge, jumping jack. 9. Last one. Keep challenging yourself. And here we go. 10. Good. Nice. I love seeing those screens full of limbs. Okay, let's take a water break after that one. I'm working hard. I'm breathing heavy. I'm going to add in some straight upper body work for this next section. And we're kind of going to do probably a lot of reps, so lighter weight is still good. I love my combo movements, so we're going to get the shoulders working hard. Okay. Everyone's got their water coming back. I see a lot of other people with the walk shirt on too. That's awesome. All right. Let's have a rainbow of walk shirts. So we're going to do, I want you to keep a slight bend in your knees. Not a squat, but just like a break in the knees, okay? And then you're going to raise both dumbbells up to your shoulder height and back down. And then both of them out to the side. So we're doing a front raise and a lateral raise, okay? So we're gonna alternate both and we're gonna do 10 of each. Here we go. Core nice and tight. So up and out is 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. 4. I love arm work and I love ab work. I know most people hate that, but I will say I hate the glute work. I don't know why, I just don't like it. It's hard. 9. And people could say that about core, but I just love doing the core work. Let's do 1 more each direction. We never want to do what our weakness is, right? Because it's hard. All right. Let's do this one. We haven't done a wide squat yet. Let's do I call it a sumo squat. Okay, so really wide feet, your toes should be at an angle. And when you squat down, you're gonna stick your bottom out like you're sitting in a chair. And you're gonna curl those dumbbells up and then come back up. All right, let's do 10 sumo squats with the bicep curl. 1. Good, watch that your knees aren't going over your toes. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right. Let's set those dumbbells down. We are going to be doing the all fours exercise on our mats. So if you're getting down to the ground, go ahead and get that ready. Kind of calm down from all that standing work we did. So either you can do it, I have my chair here, you can do it from this level, or you can do it all the way on the ground, or in seated. Okay? So let's do our, I'm gonna face this way. Let's do our power up. I'm gonna give people just 1 second. I see a lot of people moving around still. We'll power up 10 times. If you really want to keep that strength theme going, you can have the dumbbells in your hands and power up with the weights. I'm not going to do it right now, but that's an option too. Okay. All right, looks like we're mostly ready to go. So you have hands in front of you. Go ahead and come down and power up. 1. Come down. 2. The last section before we get our cool down in. Really push yourself. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Again, that modification. 9. And 10. Or maybe getting to your knees is hard and you just need to do a lower one. Okay, whatever you gotta do. All right, then we have our weight shift. So I always like to start sitting back on my heels because then I kind of know where my hands need to go. Okay, and then you shift forward till you, I don't want you to bend those elbows, so no break in the elbows. If they're breaking, then you just go as far as that, okay? So 10 shifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, good, 5, Awesome, I'm seeing more people's cameras of them actually on the ground. I know you guys don't change it always, but I'm liking the form. 7, 8, good. 9, and 10. Awesome. Take a stretch if you need it. We're gonna go back into hands and knees. And I want you to do like a thread the needle. That's what that power trunk rotation in this position reminds me of. Okay, so left arm coming up as high as it can go and scooping under that right arm. 1. Can you get that left shoulder to touch the ground? 2, 3, do 10 here and then we'll switch. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to center. Oh, that's tough when we do all 10 on the same side. All right, right side, up and under. 1. The biggest thing I'll even myself want to do, that's 2, I'm still counting. 3 is I'll want to start sitting back on my heels more because that makes it easier. You don't have to put as much weight through the hand that's on the ground. 6, I think. And that just teaches yourself of that good weight bearing we need in that arm. I'm going to call that 8, sorry if it's too much. Or too little, I should say. 9, 1 more. And 10, so it's very easy to do this when you should be here, right? Okay. So we have that last transition step in this position coming up. Okay, so we're going to start here, get 1 foot up, come up. Bonus, this is just a demo still. If you have your weights in front of you, a bonus would be to grab those weights as you come up and do an overhead press. And then you would put them back down before coming down. For all those who want extra credit for yourselves. Okay, all right. So I got them right in front of me. So let's do left leg up first. Left leg up. Come on up. And that's 1. Okay, right leg. Take your time. You go at your own pace. I'm going to count 10 out for myself. And then we'll be done. Taking my time, watching my form. 3, 4, 5. Take away that extra credit if you're like, heck no, Kim, I'm tired. 6. Because I'm sweating. 7. 8. 9. Last one for no matter what number you're on, let's make it your last one. And 10. Woo, I see a lot of people doing the bonus. I love it. All right, grab some water. We're gonna cool down very shortly here. Just gonna read something in the chat. Oh yeah, happy June, everybody. It's the best month of the year. It's my birthday month. All right, so roll up your mats. Let's come back to seated. Okay. All right. Let's just get some ankle circles going. Those of you kind of making your way back to seated, 10 times each direction. And switching it. Did a lot of squatting, a lot of bending at the ankles. Go ahead and switch feet if you haven't already. Letting that heart rate come down. Wasn't even a cardio workout, although it felt like one. Switch directions. Let's get a hamstring stretch in here. One leg out. The goal isn't to touch the toe, just keep that back straight, lean till you feel that back of the hamstring. About 15 seconds here. Okay, switching legs. You guys are primed for the rest of your day. Whew. Although you'll probably sweat more going outside today than you did in this workout. I'm going to do that weight shifting stretch again, but I'm going to make it more dynamic. So instead of just holding it, I'm going to reach up and keep switching. Doesn't have to be fast. If you like the hold better, go ahead. Just feel like we're already warm, so we don't have to do that hold. Just getting a little more side body stretching. Good. Let's add a reach into it. So I'm gonna reach. Twisting. Good. One more. Okay. And let's end with some huggers here. So really wide. Close. Switch that arm on top next time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I remembered I wanted to add a forearm stretch in. So let's grab your fingers with your right hand, grab the fingers of your left hand and pull them back. Pull that elbow straight. We held onto those dumbbells a lot today, so we're just stretching that forearm. A little bit of a bicep stretch too. Thumb can just be hanging out. Good, shake that hand out, other side. All right, one last one. Let's do shoulder rolls. 5 forward, 5 backwards. Good, other way. Nice. Okay, everyone.